Check. Okay, here I go. Check. Check one. Check two. Check three. This is it. Welcome to the Cannabis Coffee Hour. I'm your host, Rob Cantrell. We're here back again for episode 287 of the Cannabis Coffee Hour at Shapeshifter Lab. I'm live. We got a jazzy organ. I got two jazzy guests, musicians, comedians, friends from the Bay Area to LA to New York. Please give it up for Max and Nicky Weinbach, everybody.
Hi.
This is fun. I like this vibe. This is a cool vibe, everybody. These are some cool cats for the Cannabis Coffee Hour. We were just here this morning. We got an organ. My boys got some suits on. I got a nice iced coffee here at the coffee shop at Shapeshifter Lab. Max and Nicky, I love that organ. How are you guys doing today?
This Rhodes is sounding real nice, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yes, it is.
You could just plop down right at the Rhodes, and you might not get up until night comes. You're just there, just messing around on the keys all day.
It's a soft sound. It's a soft, warm sound. Play it again, play it all night. You just want to hang out in a bar.
It's got that
wearing
cool
polyester.
It's got that
maybe
hip.
You just got divorced and you're hanging out at a pool with a lot of chlorine. And you're rocking the organ.
It's got that cool hip elevator sound that I like.
Oh, the best.
Yeah. Oh, I love that elevator sound.
I love that elevator sound. Give me a little more love on the keys, my man. I love that. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
This is interesting. So we gotta go shopping. So this is what I had for breakfast. I kid you not. I had tortilla chips with sliced turkey. Like I took some sliced turkey, peeled it, put it on the tortilla chip.
Now that is a comedian musician breakfast right there.
Especially you got to get that sound effect right there.
You got to get that. Yeah, there's nothing, but what, did it taste good?
Oh yeah.
Because you get the salt from the chip, and then a nice fresh piece of turkey does hit the spot.
It sure does. You got your protein, you got your grains, so to speak, and corn chips.
And yeah, corn chips, it's clean and mean. You pretty much got a mini taco right there.
You pretty much got a mini taco.
Yeah.
No, straight up, you got a mini taco.
What kind of chips? Tortilla?
We're
tortilla
talking
corn
white
chips.
corn tortilla chips, Trader Joe's style.
No, well, these weren't Trader Joe's.
No, they
style.
were not Trader Joe's.
There's this
Not
brand.
the Tostitos, mini ones with the Giants football game logo.
No.
No,
I'll tell you this. There are these tortilla chips that you can't get just anywhere. They're at like some of like the Mexican bodegas around town and maybe some of the like Mexican supermarkets. What's the brand called? They're like the best.
He's getting it kind of wrong, actually. It is made by Utz, actually, or Utz.
Yeah.
Is it?
But
Really?
It's because I looked at the brand, but they call it tortillas or whatever, you know?
They're like the best. They're like restaurant style tortilla chips. They're so good.
They are good, and this is the white tortilla chips.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Dinner style.
Utz brand.
Dinner style.
Oh, I know
style.
those. Those are very good. They're hitting. They're light. They're crispy. But the Utz.
They're
party
light
mix,
and crispy. Yes.
Yes, they're very light. But have you had the party mix? The Utz party mix with
Oh,
the Cheetos?
With the balls.
Yeah, they have everything. They got pretzels. They got the cracker squares. They got an actual Cheeto in there. So it's like just a punch.
Just one Cheeto though.
And it is 99 cents, and it is a party. I mean,
99 cents.
Usually it's 90. Utz. That's the thing about Utz. They're not great, but the price is pretty good.
You know.
But their corn chip might be great. Some of their things are.
I think their
amazing.
tortilla chips are quite good.
Yeah, they're quite good.
Okay. Nice.
But yes, I agree. Their sort of off-brand version of Cheetos
Are not as good.
They're not as good.
Have you had Cheeto Puffs
recently.
Cheeto Puffs from the brand Cheeto.
From the brand Cheeto or Frito-Lay? Yeah.
Okay, Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay.
No, I haven't.
I got it.
Pretty
I got to say,
good.
we revisited them a
Pretty
few
good.
years ago. They are so good. I couldn't believe I had been missing out on them all these years. I was like, they're better than regular Cheetos, I think.
Yeah. The cheese dust has gotten more powerful. The same thing as fentanyl over the years has gotten more powerful. The cheese dust and Cheetos and any of that stuff, man, even pirate booty, all that stuff, man, it's really good. They got it down to science.
I like that you called it cheese dust.
It's dust.
Well, it is dust.
I know, but it's funny to call it cheese dust, and that's what it is. It is cheese
Well,
dust.
as opposed to what else would you call it?
Powder.
Powder,
Okay,
cheese
that's true.
powder.
Got to get on that powder.
Got to get some of that powder.
Did you ever watch that movie Powder from the mid-'90s?
I know all about it. The guy's an albino.
I guess the idea was
he has
his
powers because his mom was struck by lightning when she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
He has like
that's the idea.
telekinetic powers. Jeff Goldblum's in it. Mary Steenburgen.
Oh, cool.
Steenburgen.
Is it good?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I remember it coming out, and people were like, it's not that good.
Yeah. But I remember he had these powers where he could like attract metal with his fingers, and he would,
He's Magneto, actually. It's pre-Magneto.
Pre-Magneto.
He got some special powers.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's almost like
Psychic energy, or kinetic energy.
kinetic
energy.
Almost
Do
like
you guys believe in kinetic powers?
I wish I believed in it.
I wish I believed in it, but I do think that we all have a certain.
I wish I had powers.
We all
Straight
have
up.
a certain gravitational pull, like any mass
Right.
does. Whether or not somebody can hone that somehow to make it more powerful, I don't know.
I've had dreams
I don't think
before where I had powers like of flight and being able to shoot things out of my hands like they did in Dragon Ball.
Right.
And I wake up from it, I'm like, oh man, too bad that was a dream. It would have been great to have those powers.
Yeah.
If you had a superpower that you could have, just one, what would it be?
The power of flight. I want to fly.
Fly.
If you have wings, there's no possessions. There's no home. The sky is your home. Wherever you roam is your home. I love birds. I think the power of flight would be ill. But I do
totally
believe in psychic energy, and I do believe the mind hasn't been tapped into completely.
Well, we only use a very small part of our brain. Is that correct?
Isn't that what is it the sequel to the original Planet of the Apes? Is it Escape from the Planet of the Apes or Beneath the Planet of the Apes?
I think it's Beneath the Planet
Beneath the Planet of the Apes, they discovered that there have been humans living all along, but they've evolved to being able to use more percentage of their brain.
No, that they only use their minds, I think.
And they don't need to talk with their mouths, they talk with their minds.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I didn't see that one, but I totally get it.
It's pretty good.
I think it came out like a year or two after the original Charlton Heston one.
And it was, on some 70s,
Yeah, it was on some
70s, the first time the East started meditating. But I do think there's a dimension beyond words. And I do think that's in the mind. And I do think that's ultimately the evolution is like beyond words and the naming of things.
Do you ever have...
But I don't think we're going to see it.
Not
I've already seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever have
In his
like
dreams.
do you
Yeah,
ever
in his
have
dreams.
a relationship with somebody that's so strong that you look at something and you know the other one is thinking the same thing based on the thing that you see, like either if you like it or dislike it or it's hitting you a certain
Your frame
way.
of reference
Your
is
frame
so
of re-
similar that you don't need to say words.
You don't need to
that
say
you
words.
already understand
You
what's
already
going on.
understand what the connection is there between you and that thing, and it's the same with that other person.
Oh, yeah.
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 Who do
I
you
mean,
have
just
now?
my brother is that way, and then my buddy Adam, who I've known, just like old friends. Are you guys as twins? Do you guys must have
Sure,
similar
all the
taste
time.
All the time.
and
Of
think
course.
the same way, and kind of,
Sure.
but also different. But also, you kind of know nobody knows you like your brother. That's the
Sure,
weird
Sure.
thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you know what? I've been going therapy the last couple months, and
Good for you. Strong.
there's some things that even I don't share with the closest people in my life, that you're like, you try to get comfortable enough to share it with your therapist, but you're like, oh, these are some deep, dark secrets,
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't done therapy, but I believe in it. And I believe in talking things through.
Sure.
And I believe that, everybody thinks different. So unwinding that, having somebody to help you unwind all that thought process,
Sure.
because I do think beyond thought is where it's at. So when I'm kind of in the thought bubble, I'm like, or a loop or a negative thought thing, I'm like,
Or a loop.
or a funky ass. Ooh, spilled coffee, but we're here. Can I get a napkin, Harmon? Can you help me out here a little bit? But yeah, I do think.
It's not called the Cannabis Coffee Hour for nothing, huh?
No. We got a little bit of coffee, but we do have some electrical beat machines. But I do think. I do. I just when beyond when it's all over, I think everything's beyond thought. So a lot of these thoughts are not even mean anything.
Right, that's an interesting thought, as it were.
Yeah. It's beyond thought. Like, if your true essence is good and pure, yeah, of course you're going to think all kinds of evil stuff and go everywhere. But it's all about the original essence, is kind of.
Well, it's
The
kind of
Original Essence Awards.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting that.
Essence Award is good. Rare Essence is a great go-go band from DC that I love. Check. But yeah,
Cool. I'm glad we saved.
thank you for the save.
I think he's saying, throw me the trash.
Oh yeah, here we go. Boom.
Boom.
Matthew
Look at that.
Garrison,
Thank you.
Thank you for the Shapeshifter Lab here.
This is
playing
a great
some
place.
jazz. Yeah, it's an amazing place.
Yeah. Be
do
great to do
Can
a
you
show
play
here.
some jazzy stuff on the piano?
Sure, what would you like?
Just play some.
Do like something like.
What about yeah, let me play a couple more beats. But I don't want to get away from your therapy talk.
Oh, hey, I don't want to. Let's please get away from that.
I don't want
Save
to
it for
become-
therapy, not.
I just save it for therapy, but at the same time, I do find it interesting, and I just want to acknowledge that, yeah, being a twin and then stepping up and doing therapy and speaking to somebody else, yeah, that's got to be a bold move. And it should be applauded, and it's also interesting and cool to bring up.
You know how you gotta, when you apply to college, you gotta write an essay, for your college applications. My essay was about the negative and positive aspects about being a twin.
Yes.
And, because in those college essays, you kind of want to make them tear up a little bit when they're reading them.
Oh yeah, mine was super cheesy,
But
and it was about my brother.
It was so cheesy, there was cheese dust on it,
There's
actually.
cheese dust on it.
Oh yeah, you could.
They were like,
you can roll it up and snort.
He
cheese
must have
dust
been eating
forever.
those uts.
Yeah, uts, mad uts.
No, but yeah, but a lot of that stuff was true even at the time. And when I was a 12th grader in high school, I was like, oh, these are the things that, being a twin, and you see twins in media and you think often that twins have a very strong bond and that they're like best friends. And that is true, but there's a lot of psychological aspects to it that can be depressing sometimes and that can be uplifting too, but it's.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing with only children as well. Like there's a plus side and an upside.
Well, I think also people always ask us, people often say to us, man, I wish I had a twin. And I'm like, how do you know? You never had a twin.
You never had
You don't
one.
know.
Yeah.
And, but it's interesting that they, people have the same thought. We have the same thought, which is, I wonder what life would be like if I were, doing
Not
my
a
own
twin.
thing, not a twin. And then, people wonder the same thing. It's just, you got to
Everybody has
embrace
their
what
own
you
life.
got. Everyone
Yeah,
embrace your
embrace
own thing, I guess.
In
And
fact,
start comedy group with your brother. That's
Sure.
how you do it.
Well, I'll tell you this, Rob. The first year of college, we went to the same college.
Yeah, where did you guys go? Where did this essay get you?
We went to UC Berkeley
Oh, yeah.
in the
Bay Area.
Yeah,
Right there,
UC
represent.
Berkeley.
Represent the
Shout
Bay
out.
Area right
And,
there. Yeah.
Our-
Gilman Street.
Gilman
there you go.
Street. So where Green Day got
Green
their
Day
start. there.
played their first show there.
Yeah,
Um,
fan.
We
I saw
purposely-
my sister's now husband. I saw him perform at Gilman before she was going out with him, actually, and I didn't realize. And then a year later, I was like, I saw this guy perform. It's pretty interesting, you know.
Yeah, that's wild.
Kind of interesting.
Very cool.
we
Your sister's a musician. Your
She's a
brother's
musician as
Canadian.
well, yeah.
Like
And
all
we're-
artist family.
we're
That's
very
what's
close with our
interesting.
older
and my
siblings as
sister's
well.
really funny though as well.
Yes.
She might be the funniest one of them all. No, what I was going to say was our freshman year, we purposely did not hang out with each other at all. We tried our best to not see each other, but toward the end of the year, he saw me performing in this theater group, and he's like, "Oh, that looks kind of fun. Maybe I should join that group." And then so by the time our sophomore year started, we started kind of seeing each other pretty often, you know. So, but it took a year to realize.
Took theater to bring you guys back together.
Sure, yeah.
Sure, and a shared art history class actually. I guess we were-
That's what I was going to say, is that art brought you guys back
Art
together.
brought us back together, yeah.
Because doing art with somebody that you're familiar with and that understands your tone and taste
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And I've had it a few times, and it kind of comes and goes.
Yeah.
But to have somebody as your brother that kind of gets you, and you know, I know it's hard. I have an older brother and stuff. I know it's hard, but it's also super cool.
Yeah, and
Sure,
you know,
we
we're
run
all,
bits by our older brother Brent all the time actually, where he's
We're all very close. We talk to Brent on the phone every night, practically.
Oh, that's sweet.
We wish we could talk to our sister every night, but she's got a kid, and it's a little harder to.
Shout out the wine box.
Let's hear you tickle a couple of those keys.
well. Okay.
Everybody has them. You know it's hard to be a twin, and it's hard to be an individual, but it's all gravy when you're sitting at the table. Of life.
Soprano. I've been thinking about singing soprano. Can you guys sing soprano?
Some falsetto.
Let's
What
sing
is
about
all
that
this
shit.
talk about loving me, my sweet?
What about?
I am not afraid, not anymore, not like before. Don't you understand me now, baby? Now, baby, please pull yourself together. Do it soon. My soul's on fire. Come on and take me. I'll be what you make me, my darling, my dear.
Oh, baby, you make me feel so good. Let me take you by the hand. Come, let us visit out there in that new promised land. Maybe there we can find a good place to use a loving state of mind. I'm so tired of being without it, and everyone loves about.
James Woody, you can come on in, man, and you can blow now if you want to. We're through.
Ooh, yeah. We're drinking coffee, just hanging out, whistling, talking about food, talking about life, what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do is podcast for you. I'm drinking coffee, got guests, got some mics. We're gonna do it all night. We're gonna do it just right. We're
Gonna do it just right. Gonna do it just right.
just right.
Just right.
Just right.
Just right.
Then take a left.
Take a right.
Take a left. Okay. Okay. Is
You
that
know-
good? Is that normal? Hold on. Check. Okay, guys, let's bring it down.
You know,
Max and Nicky Weinbach.
here at Shapeshifter,
I can dig it.
you know,
Shapeshifter. What if somebody's superpower? Speaking of superpowers, their shape-shifting power was they shape-shift into a twin of themselves. It wasn't even a great power. They just could only turn into a twin of themselves.
Yeah, that was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, wasn't that? Are you?
was that a Hanna-Barbera? cartoon?
Oh, I'm on auto pitch. Sorry about that.
Did you watch Hanna-Barbera cartoons a lot growing up?
Yeah, man.
What was your favorite?
Well, the Laugh Olympics. That's when they would have the Olympics, but it was for laughs. And it would be like the evil cartoons. Dude, Muttley would be on one team. Yeah, he would be on all the evil guys. And sometimes they would let the evil dudes win. That was and every week was a little bit different. It was like the Olympics. So check out the Laugh Olympics. That was my favorite cartoon of all time. What's your favorite cartoon of all time?
Of all time? Are we talking kids?
We're talking, what's that? We're talking Japan animation. What's that?
Hanna-Barbera?
Anime?
The anime. We're talking straight anime.
We're talking straight anime?
No.
Well, because my favorite cartoon of all time, I don't know if this counts, but it is The Simpsons.
Yes.
Seasons 1
Seasons
through 8.
1 through 8 of The Simpsons.
It's a different show after that. So seasons 1 through 8 of The Simpsons,
But
that's
just
the best.
art, though. I love the art.
Exactly.
The lines are drawn well. It's very curved. The tone, the blue, the sky,
Preaching
the
to the choir
houses.
over here.
There's much more animation, actually. They're more animated, the characters.
And it's much more original. It's I don't want to start trashing all the other cartoons because that is the goat is The Simpsons.
It's
that and Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead, I love the crudeness of Beavis
I
and
love
Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead. You know, it's funny, when I was a kid when Beavis and Butthead was on, I always thought the parts where they were watching music videos was more boring, but as an adult, I'm like, oh, those are the funniest parts of the show.
Oh, that's the best part.
Those are the best
thing.
parts,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I want to, and you discover like these obscure music videos that they were watching. I mean, I remember an episode where they were watching a Hulk Hogan music video, and it's really funny.
I am a great American.
I think I played that on my radio. We used to DJ at KLX 90.7 FM, University of California listener-supported radio at Berkeley.
I could hear it in your voice.
And I think I played a track from Hulk Hogan. I think I played that track before on my radio show.
Oh, wow.
Really, his theme song when he kind of enters, I wanna.
No, he released like an
how does it go?
album, right?
Yeah, he had a full album.
Yeah, he had a full album.
He did a lot and his daughter had a musical career. They made some beats, and they laid down some funky
Oh, you make dope
bass lines.
beats?
No, I don't know. I'm just making that up. But I do know that he must have sat in a room and talked about beats at one time.
He did.
But
He
I don't
probably
want to
did.
go off too topic, guys. I do want to focus this in a little bit because I know you
Sure.
guys released an album.
Oh, thank you.
And you had a little bit of a musical material prepared for this podcast.
We sure did.
We sure do. I will say the album we released last year, it was under our band's name called Silhouette City, and the album was called Who Do You Want to Be? Please check that out on anywhere you listen to music. Now that music was a little bit more rock and pop oriented, so it was very influenced by 60s and 70s pop rock music, like especially the Beatles, the Beach Boys. You know, we got the 4-part harmony of the Beach Boys meets the chorus guitar of Johnny Marr
From the Smiths.
and meets the infectious melodies of the Beatles. That's really how I like to describe our original music for that
Or a
stuff.
band.
And Bone Thugs had some good harmony too.
They did. They were Bone Thugs in harmony.
Because I do think the voice is when people harmonize, whether it's male or female, it's a powerful tool. It's like a good rock guitar. When people harmonize, it's awesome.
And
It is
we have similar voices.
It's a cool phenomenon of just human nature. It's
Yeah,
neat.
and it creates a tone
of human nature.
Of
Why?
you-
Why? Trouble that is human nature. Why?
Oh.
Why does it do me that way?
My MJ.
You
Yeah.
know who wrote that song?
Why?
Steve
Why?
Steve Porcaro of the band Toto wrote that song, and you know that most of the band members of Toto, they went to our high school
Oh, that's cool.
in
I respect
in
Toto.
Van Nuys, California.
Yeah, Africa is a great song. It's like one of the better pop songs of all time.
What about Rosanna?
Oh,
That
great
song
pop.
is really good.
Rosanna.
But no, we have a couple tunes prepared now. These tunes that we prepared are more on the jazzy side of things.
Perfect.
If it's okay, we
Ripe for this setting here.
Right for this setting that we have here.
Perfect. Can you guys do a couple numbers for me? And
Sure,
I'll just
please.
I'll double check the cameras as it's going on,
Sure.
and then I'll reposition. But how are you going to do this? Are you
I think
comfortable right here?
So we've got one tune that's a cappella,
So I think we could do, I'll go up right there. if
and then
that's
we got
cool.
another tune that's
I'll play at the keys.
You play at the keys, and
Okay,
And he'll
perfect.
he'll
is that all
sing
good?
along.
Yeah, that's amazing. Which one would you like to do first, Max and
Let's
Nicky?
do the acapella.
Let's do the
one
acapella
first,
one.
yeah.
Okay, sounds great.
Cool.
So here it is, Max and Nicky, and they're going to sing a song from their album.
Oh, it's not from our. Well, it is
off one of our Max and Nicky albums called Max and Nicky's Top 40, actually.
Yeah, but this one in particular is going to be a cover. It's not off of our Silhouette CD album, but maybe we should have done that.
Bum.
Ready?
I think so, yeah.
Bum 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 bum
Bum bum bum bum ba-dum bum bum bum.
bum bum.
My baby don't care for show. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for high tone places. Dean Martin is not her style, or even Frank Sinatra's smile. It's something she can't see. My baby don't care who knows it. My baby just cares for me. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. My baby don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for. She don't care for high tone places. Little Mr. Martin is not her style, or even Liberace's smile. It's something she can't see. It's something she can't see. I wonder what's wrong with baby. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for me.
All right, give it up for Max and Nicky. Loved it. That was amazing, guys. Did you guys have another song prepared?
I'm just gonna hop over on the keys there.
Okay, sounds good. And what's this? Can you tell us a little bit about this number?
This song is written by a guy named Matt Dennis.
With two N's.
Oh, wow.
And he might be best known for writing the song Angel Eyes that Frank Sinatra covered. But this song is called...
This was one of the first hits for Frank Sinatra, actually.
Oh,
that
wow.
we're about to sing for you. And Although I prefer Matt Dennis's own version of this that he sings himself. And the title of the song will be in the lyrics, so you'll find out.
All right.
Right?
Max and Nicky, one more number for these guys. Just for you.
Start that over.
I make a day for golf, and you can bet your life it rains. I try to throw a party, but the guy upstairs complains. I guess I'll go through life just catching colds and missing trains. Everything happens to me. I never miss a thing. I've had the measles and the mumps, and every time I play an ace, my partner always trumps. I guess I'm just a fool who never looks before he jumps. Everything happens to me. At first I thought that you could break this jinx for me, that love would turn the trick to end despair. But now I just can't fool this head that thinks for me. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air. I've telegraphed and phoned, sent an ML special to your answer was goodbye, and there was even postage due. I fell in love just once, and then it had to be with you. Everything happens to me.
I try to sing a song, and then the conversation flows.
Hey, my name is Nicky, how you doing?
So I sing a little louder, and then the worry mixer goes. And then to top it off, somebody has to blow his nose. Hey, come on, man. Everything happens to me. So then I make a film, though it's little claim to fame. Power's very tiny, didn't even see my name. But I clicked my scenes off perfectly, and the cutter did the same. Everything happens to me. And when the room is loaded with celebrities, magazine photographers come in. They're busy filming all of their festivities, while here I sit with gravy on my chin. So then I write a song that the publishers avoid, but the record companies take a chance, and I'm overjoyed. But it never gets a play. It's on the back of Jimmy Boyd. Everything happens to me. Everything happens to me.
Max and Nicky. Max and Nicky. Max and Nicky. What was that number called? Everything happens to me.
Everything happens to me.
Everything happens to. Couldn't be truer. Everything does happen to you and me, and wherever we are in this moment is where we're at.
You know how sometimes just nothing is going right, and you just think, man, everything happens to me.
Yeah.
But then when the good things happen,
Everything happens to me.
everything happens to me.
Yeah, I that's the truth. That's a great tune.
Oh, yeah.
And sounded awesome on the organ. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, I
playing.
love it on. I
love it on there,
roads,
man.
On the roads.
I
here,
wish I
yeah.
owned one of these myself.
I mean, it is amazing. That is the magic here at Shapeshifter Lab, is that they have the real deal Holyfield equipment. That's lean and mean and clean. I love the sound. I love the harmony. I love you guys' act. I wish you guys the best of luck. Oh, I think my camera isn't. I need to adjust. We're doing a little DIY here, everybody. But I think we're going to wind it down a little bit. You guys are
really?
in New York. Are you still based in New York?
We're
still based in New York.
We were just in Los Angeles for just a month, just seeing family and doing a lot of shows out there.
We did a lot of shows out there.
Where'd you play out there?
We did
Dynasty Typewriter.
Oh, I heard about that place.
That's
It's
our
awesome.
home theater in Los Angeles. It's great. They're great staff. We love putting on shows at the audiences.
Shout out Dynasty.
Audiences are great out there. We did a lot of shows though. We did,
we did we did a show at this place called The Crow. It's a kind of a new
DIY kind of comedy club there.
which is cool.
I could dig it.
We did a lot of outdoor shows out there. It's summertime, But and then we're back here in New York, and we're
down to do some
actually,
shows.
if I can promote this,
Please. Promote.
We're doing our solo 2-man show at the Pit.
Nice.
In Manhattan on Sunday, October 6th
at 8:30 p.m.
8:30 p.m. You can get tickets at the Pit.
At 8:30?
At 8:30.
8:30 p.m.
And what day?
Sunday, October 6th.
That's a good day. Sunday, I'll try to make it, but that's good for New Yorkers on a Sunday, an 8:30 show at the Pit to see you guys do music and harmony.
We're going to be doing comedy, music, choreography, whistling, showing some sketch videos, and we actually are going to have a very special guest do a little bit of time on it, Aiku Fomodu, if you know him.
Oh, yeah.
He's very funny, and so, we're looking forward to that. If you want to get tickets, go to maxnicky.com or
thepit-nyc.com.
Yeah.
Check them out, for sure. Dudes, thank you guys so much for coming out to the Cannabis Coffee Hour.
Thanks for having us.
I love seeing you, and I know this has been crazy for the venue and for Harmon, for everybody that's helping me out. But I think we've created some funky, fun time.
I hope so. It seems like it went by just like that.
I think we're at about an hour. What would you guys say?
I would just say, did you want to go out on something like that's familiar to everyone, like an 80s show theme song?
Ooh, maybe something do you have a Mr. Belvedere type?
Sort of a thing, I think. I got a...
Funny you should ask.
Oh, wow. Yeah, let's, I don't know all the words, so you guys lead me along.
Nicky,
and I'll just punch in where I can and maybe drop a funky beat.
By the way, guys, just so you know, the 80s had the best TV show theme songs.
Oh, the best.
We're talking Family Ties, Growing Pains. We're talking...
Barney Miller, the best bass line of all time. Dun, 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 dun,
You're talking Silver Spoons. You're talking, the Hogan family. Roberta Flack did the theme song to that
Silver
one.
Spoons, just about a little rich kid. That was the entertainment. It was like, this show's about just a really rich kid.
And Carlton, Alfonso Ribeiro's in that.
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Amazing dance moves.
Amazing dance moves.
He was I always respected him.
He was in
for his dancing.
He was in a Pepsi commercial, right? Initially,
With Michael Jackson.
With Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He did. There was some Broadway Michael Jackson. I know it's super famous, but I think it wasn't The Wiz. It was something else that he blew up from. But he was a dance phenom from the early ages.
Sure.
And a good actor. I always thought he was a good actor.
I think he's a great actor. Yeah.
Great actor.
Put him in a movie. I'll go see it.
Sure, me too.
Forget Will Smith. Put him in it.
Put him in.
Was that you almost?
You got a Mr. Belvedere. I was trying to find a stripped down beat for you guys. What do you think? What kind of? I'll bring down the rhythm.
Okay.
Is that good?
Let's try that again. Right there.
Streaks down the China, never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kick the jacket as he came through the door? No one glares, but sometimes things get turned around and no one's spared. All hands look down below. There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than a mere survival, and we might just live the good life yet.
We're living that good life right now. Here with Max and Nicky at Shapeshifter Lab. We're gonna sign off. Thank you, Harmon Leon. Thank you, Matthew Garrison. Thank you, Fortuna. Peace and love. Peace and love forever. That's it. We're out.
Oh, thank you for having us. I hope that
For these guys, just for you.
Start that over.
I make a day for golf, and you can bet your life it rains. I try to throw a party, but the guy upstairs complains. I guess I'll go through life just catching colds and missing trains. Everything happens to me. I never miss a thing. I've had the measles and the mumps, and every time I play an ace, my partner always trumps. I guess I'm just a fool who never looks before he jumps. Everything happens to me. At first I thought that you could break this jinx for me, that love would turn the trick to end despair. But now I just can't fool this head that thinks for me. I've mortgaged all my castles in the air. I've telegraphed and phoned, sent an ML special to your answer was goodbye, and there was even postage due. I fell in love just once, and then it had to be with you. Everything happens to me.
I try to sing a song, and then the conversation flows.
Hey, my name is Nicky. How you doing?
So I sing a little louder, and then the worry mixer goes. And then to top it off, somebody has to blow his nose. Hey, come on, man. Everything happens to me. So then I make a film, though it's little claim to fame. Power's very tiny, didn't even see my name. But I clicked my scenes off perfectly, and the cutter did the same. Everything happens to me. And when the room is loaded with celebrities, magazine photographers come in. They're busy filming all of their festivities, while here I sit with gravy on my chin. So then I write a song that the publishers avoid, but the record companies take a chance, and I'm overjoyed. But it never gets a play. It's on the back of Jimmy Boyd. Everything happens to me. Everything happens to me.
Max and Nicky. Max and Nicky. Max and Nicky. What was that number called? Everything happens to me.
Everything happens to me.
Everything happens to. Couldn't be truer. Everything does happen to you and me, and wherever we are in this moment is where we're at.
You know how sometimes just nothing is going right, and you just think, man, everything happens to me.
Yeah.
But then when the good things happen,
What do you
Everything
think?
happens to me.
Everything happens to me. Yeah, that's the truth.